Bitcoin and Ethereum, Royal Express elevator to hell.
Going down.
2, 1, mark.
Let's take a look at this horrible chart, shall we? Wow, Bitcoin has, done exactly what I've said. 70% chance of it doing, right? There was like 70% chance all the way. Even when we did this, it was still 70% chance. The only way for us to turn this thing around above 70% if we went up here. And we're going to talk about that and more in today's episode, right? A little bit under the weather because, well, I got myself the bottle flu. Yes, I feel like I took a vaccine shot, right? But it was actually a tequila shot. Lots of them last night. And so I'm not 100% today, so please bear with me. Oh man, it's so sad that you have to go short. I mean, a lot of people out there want to just go long. They want to go long. They want to look for a long. So many people have shown me different bullish scenarios. And I'm like, no man, get real. Get real. Oh my goodness. So yeah, if you want to join us and have some fun, right? We had some fun earlier, just before the show started with the group of us, right? We do this live in front of an audience and you can participate. Also check out what I'm trading, what I'm buying, and all that good stuff, right? If you head over to DaVinciJ15.com, I'm going to have the editor put it right here. DaVinciJ15.com right here. Okay. Yeah. So also, if you want to trade, we can head over to bybit.davincij15.com or femex.davincij15.com and get $1,200 bonus at Femex. So check that out. Remember, anything you learn today is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting your hard-earned money into the market. Okay, so, well, as I was saying, right, there was no hope. This was a slope of just failed hopes and dreams. We are in a ski slope down here and all the way down. This whole pattern is a bearish pattern, as you can see, just M's all over the place. So if we were to take this bigger M here, if we draw out, right, you can see this bigger M pattern here, right, and we broke at this point. Yes, it came back up and wiped you out. But if you were to try to take this on a breakout, if we take a short and see where this thing could possibly go, right? It's most likely, right, going to show us an area of bouncing where Bitcoin could bounce at this point. So if we just take a measured move from here to there, all the way down, it could bounce, yeah, pretty much at around the same point, right, and give us a little tiny bit of a bounce, maybe back up to the 13 EMA, and then fail, right? But don't count on it. Don't count on it at all. What we should look for is an AB equals CD here, all the way down. We should take the biggest one, unfortunately. I don't want to do it, but we have to. And oh no, that's too big. That's too big of a AB equals CD. So let's take this smaller one. So let's do it. Let's do it. AB equals CD. So right from here to here, and we're gonna clone that. Right. Let's see here. How do we clone it? Clone. And we're gonna move that over. Oops, that didn't work. There we go. So this was the best AB equals CD that we have. And you can see that this brings us down to, well, would you looky here? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Wow. Okay, so do you know where that brings us to? If for those who did not watch yesterday's show, right? Let me point it out to you. So you just you have a freebie short here, right here, absolutely freebie short. Unfortunately, you're going to have to there's a lot of risk in this short. There's a lot of the risk is really high because again, you have to take it, the stop has got to be up here, way up here, because that would be the breakout point. So you could probably do 50% of that. Your entry would be right here. Just amazing how that works out. Usually, you know what, I miss doing that with Chris. I wonder if Chris has got some time to do videos with me. So we would always find these cool convolution of events together. And yeah, there you go. I mean, it's wow. It's kind of scary. Right? Look at that trade. It's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right? Absolutely. Right? You have to, it's gonna take a while to play out, of course, right? You take a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. That's 11%, so that's higher than your if you were to go 10x, of course, so you'd have to do something a little bit less. Or you'd have to use small amounts of money in your portfolio to do the trade. So yeah, there it is. That's what we're looking at here. We're looking at a trade all the way down to 23,500 approximately, exactly where we would you know, take some profits and walk away. It's not fun. Right? Nobody wants to see a downward market, but that's what it is. All right, so let's head over to Ethereum. This is like a nightmare scenario, but let's do an AB equals CD on this thing. And let's clean this. Let's clean up all the mess here because we don't need all these different trend lines anymore because it's over. And they're not coming back. All right, let's go. Let's clean this up. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, so if we do an AB equals CD, right, and we clone this, and then we move it over, you can see we're headed for 1500, which is pretty much, oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Which is the other target right here for the M, right? Kind of wacky how that works out, but it is what it is. And then of course what we can do is some extensions to see how far this thing could possibly go before we see some sort of a bounce. All the way down to $1,000. Why you have to go out like that? Really, Ethereum? Absolutely brutal. Brutal. Right? We could try this extension. Let's see, this one might give us a little bit less of a scary end point. There we go. That one is 1,300. It's a possibility. There you go. And yeah, so there are possibilities. Not the greatest, right? Of course, we don't want to see Ethereum lose so much value, but that's the way it is, man. We've gone up so high with Ethereum and a Bitcoin, and we're destined to correct, and we are correcting. We have to, of course, break through this resistance areas, but this resistance areas might not hold. As you can see, we've broken these resistance. We might bounce off of them a few times before we actually break, because you can see there's a lot of resistance here. So it'll take a little bit of doing before it actually breaks those resistance levels. Let's quickly look at the dominance. Does the dominance break through? Oof. Yeah, the dominance is breaking through Our trend line, not very good because we're going to head to 52% once we do that. So you're going to see a little bit more of a bear market on the alts as well. So my alts are going to get like ripped, a new one for the next little while before we can actually see some sort of reversal on the alts, unfortunately. So it's just, it is what it is. It's a sad day in the cryptoverse. But, you know, we can't always have sunshines and lollipops, right? Sometimes we're going to have to, you know, suck it up and live with what we got. It doesn't matter. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Just, right? Bitcoin's here to stay, but just not for today. Yes, we're going to see Bitcoin turn around eventually, and then we're going to see Bitcoin to new highs. But you know, the party can't go on forever, so we will have to let it slide down to wherever it's got to go, and then once it's done, we'll start the partying again. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm sure you are too. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow. Cheers.